My fellow citizens, tomorrow morning is not far away, and I ask you to stand firm in your convictions that we will be successful in our endeavor to create a new tomorrow for all of the people of our nation. But we must withstand the skepticism and the doubters and the snares of the unbelievers. We have seen the polls, we have heard the numbers, but our strength does not lie in the numbers or in the polls. Our strength lies in our ability and our surety that we can create a better society together. As we hit the final few days, there are many who would seek to plant the seeds of fear and stir up ethnic doubts in your hearts. To me, the greatest challenge is to ignore those who do not believe in our resplendent possibilities as a people and our common destiny as a nation. As we take the world out of people's eyes and they discern the artificial boundaries that have been placed in our pathway, we should rejoice in our newfound sense of togetherness. There are those who will wish to tear us apart, but I ask you in this trying time to stand firm in our beliefs and to aim at achieving our highest aspirations rather than succumb to nativist fears. I know that many of your fears are real. Many people have said to me that they fear that if our party returns to power, as we will do, that they fear they will be removed from their jobs because they are not members of the UNC or because they are of another ethnic origin. I pledge to you that no Trinbagonian would be removed from his position or denied an equal opportunity in our society because of his or her race, gender, sexual orientation, party affiliation, or religious beliefs. I have been in politics too long to not admit that these things have happened in the past under several governments. And if we are not watchful, they can happen again. But democracy is a fragile thing. If we do not water and nurture it properly, we can lose it in the twinkling of an eye. I pledge to you tonight that a new UNC government would not use its political or economic power to discriminate against anyone in our society. I am not a perfect person. Like the rest of us, I have good days and I have bad days. I face the same stresses and pains that any normal person goes through on a daily basis. We are humans and we all make mistakes that we regret and wish we could change. I feel sorrow, I feel hurt, I feel pain when I see people affected by crime, when I see people have lost their jobs, lost their homes, and when we see citizens suffering. It may be unbelievable to some, but I do care for and love all our citizens. I do not make any decision with spite, hate, or vindictiveness. I make decisions with the hope that I can improve people's lives. With those who may have been hurt by any decision I have made, I apologize. It is never my intention to cause pain. We will use our collective strength to build a more inclusive union in which all will flourish. I have learned from the mistakes of the past, and that is why I have rebuilt our party over the past 5 years with a focus on diversity and youth. Young people must not be onlookers in the planning of their future. Instead, young people must be the ones taking the lead in developing plans and policies. Diversity breeds different opinions and ideas, thus preventing potential mistakes and poor decisions. As we come to the end of this grueling campaign, I wish to leave you with words taken from President Abraham Lincoln's second inaugural address, which is very appropriate for this moment in our history. I will slightly amend his words and I say as follows: let us strive to finish the work we are in and the journey our forefathers and foremothers began, to bind the nation's wounds, to care for those who have been in battle before us and those who fought a good fight to make us who we are as a people. So I say to you, our task is to close the racial gap in our society. Our task is to close the gap between rich and poor. Our task is to enhance the well-being of all our citizens and to strive to create a greater sense of ethnic cohesion in the only home that we know, Mother Trinidad and Tobago. Our task is to be an example to the world of a diverse and harmonious society where we proudly proclaim, here every creed and race find an equal place. We must learn to live together as brothers or perish together as foes. As we await the outcome of the election, I ask you to be comforted by the words of the psalmist who said, "Weeping may endure for a night, but joy cometh in the morning." On Tuesday morning, there shall be great rejoicing in Trinidad and Tobago, because we would have opened up a new path of prosperity, ethnic cohesion, and promise that will allow us to build a better society together as one united people. We are just hours away from what will no doubt be a defining moment in our nation's history. What we do tomorrow will not only determine our future for the next 5 years, but for the next 50 years. Tomorrow, we must unite as one nation to ensure the rebirth of a nation which offers hope, opportunity, development, justice, and a bright future for all. The United National Congress is the only party which has a clear plan for a better future for you and your families. So tomorrow, vote for your UNC candidate in your constituency. I have often told you, you have had leaders before me. You will have leaders after me, but you will never have a leader who loves you as much as I do. Together, we will deliver a future for you and your family. Together, we will get TNT working again. May God continue to bless you, and may God continue to bless our beloved nation. Thank you.